So I'll put them up there. But we move on to Washington. Washington finished 10-2 last year, 7-2 in conference play, won the Alamo Bowl versus Texas. They return Michael Penix. They lose Tyler Papa to the NFL, the running back. Sorry if I mispronounced that Samoan name. They return 3 receivers from that explosive offense. Rome Aduzie, I think. Jalen McMillan and Jalen Polk. Alfonso Tuputala returns. I think he's the linebacker that returns. Jabbar Muhammad transfers in from Oklahoma State. I believe that's a cornerback. Returned 14 starters, 7 on offense, 7 on defense. Was first in passing offense, 7th in scoring offense, 2nd in total offense, 60th in total defense, 1st and 3rd down conversion percentage, and 5th in first downs. Jay, give me something about Washington.
You said that Michael Penix, right, is like the second best player in your opinion in this.
I said you can put him up there. You said Bo Nix is the second best. I said you could throw Michael Penix up there with him.
I think that is that's the person I was juggling with as far as who could be the number 2. Last year, Washington really struggled with pass coverage. Like they were one of the worst. And I do think that both Jalen's is gonna help as far as offensively, as well as Odunze or Odunze, whatever his name is. I apologize for messing up your name, my guy. I don't know, man. Washington is interesting because Washington is always that team that they're projected to be really well, and they either do really good or really disappoint. There's really no in between when we talk about Washington. So I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see how they do and how they address their biggest issue, which lost them games last year, which of course was their pass defense.
Yeah, I'm high on Washington this year. I think the amount of starters they've returned back on offense on a highly explosive offense is really big. I think defensively, yeah, like you said, they could struggle at times to defend the pass, but it's the Pac-12. Who doesn't? I think that they play good enough defense to win games. A lot of them at that. They have the 29th overall recruiting class. We'll hop into the schedule. They play Boise State. I think Hank Bachmeier is no longer there. Give me the W for Washington.
W.
From Boise State, we go to Tulsa. Give me a W there. Shout out Xavier Collins, though. From Tulsa, they play my boys in the woodshed at MSU, but they get the W.
You got them winning?
Yeah, I got them beating us. I got to see our secondary, bro. Our secondary was god-awful last year. I got to see it improve before I can even give us something close to a W against Washington.
Okay. You have convinced me. Super fan can't even.
I can't, bro.
I got Washington.
From MSU, we go to first Pac-12 game, Cal, W. From Cal, we go to at Arizona, W. From at Arizona, we go to Oregon. I have a W. I think you got your guys taking the W, right?
Yeah, I think that's our first W.
All right. From Oregon, we go to Arizona State, W. From Arizona State, we go to at Stanford, W. At Stanford, we go to at SC. I have an L.
They're not beating. I think it's going to be a shootout, like I said, but I don't think that they're beating Kid.
From SC, we go to Utah. I have a W.
I got Utah winning that one, so I have an L.
All right. So from Utah, we go to Oregon State, W. And we have the famous Apple Cup against Washington State, which Washington normally dominates by double digits. Give me Washington.
I have Washington winning that one.
Even when Washington State had Anthony Gordon at quarterback and Max Borgi at running back, not until they had a chance, they got blown out.
Yeah, it wasn't. No.
So I have Washington finishing 11-1, 8-1 in conference play, making them second place and making the Pac-12 game, in my opinion, the Pac-12 championship, SC versus Washington.
Dang, you just really be hating on Oregon, bro.
I don't hate on Oregon. Y'all didn't make it last year, 1 and 2. It's not like I'm picking I'm not picking nobody from nowhere. This is one, the team that made it last year, and two, they went 10-2 and 7-2 in conference play and bring a lot of that offense back.
It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. That's logical.
So,
thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.